Hello friends, I am Uniyal, Head Department of Psychology, KTHM College, Nasik. Today we are going to discuss some of the career avenues or fields in psychology. Psychology is not one discipline but rather a collection of many sub-disciplines that all share at least some common approaches and that work together and exchange knowledge to form a coherent discipline. Because the field of psychology is so broad, students may wonder which areas are more suitable for their interests and which types of careers might be available to them. Today we will consider some career paths in psychology that will help you consider the answers to these questions. In our last video, we have already discussed few of the branches or fields of psychology. They are clinical psychology, industrial and organizational psychology, educational psychology, and social psychology. Now, let us turn to yet another branch of psychology, which is a very vital, a very important branch of psychology. It is called as developmental psychology. Developmental psychology basically focuses on how people change and grow throughout life. The scientific study of human development seeks to understand and explain how and why people change throughout life. Developmental psychologists often study such things as physical growth, intellectual development, emotional changes, social growth, and perceptual changes that occur over the course of the lifespan. These psychologists generally specialize in an area such as infant, child, adolescent, or geriatric development, while others may study the effects of developmental delays. This field covers a huge range of topics, including everything from prenatal development to Alzheimer's disease. Many work in research settings, although others work in schools and community agencies to help improve and evaluate the effectiveness of intervention programs such as Head Start. Now friends, the field of developmental psychology is a very vast field. It studies the human development right from the womb till the tomb. That means right from the time of conception. That is, since the human being or human life has started developing, right from the time the fertilization process takes place in the mother's womb and from a single cell, that is, from one single cell zygote, how this human being develops into a fully grown baby, the process of birth, then you have the different stages of life, right from infancy to babyhood, childhood, adolescence, middle age, and then even the old age. So until the time of death, we are going to study all the developmental stages of human life in this paper, that is developmental psychology. Although a student of psychology, we find lot of interest in this particular paper, but I personally feel that developmental psychology is one such paper that every individual must go through. It explains us the various milestones, the developmental tasks, and in case there is any lag or delay in development, that can be tapped at a very early age if one is aware about the developmental stage. Now, the next branch of psychology is health psychology. I would like to tell you friends that in our F.Y.B.A, we have one whole paper that we are going to study on health psychology. So, health psychology is a specialty area that focuses on how biology, psychology, behavior and social factors influence health and illness. Other terms including medical psychology and behavioral medicine are sometimes used interchangeably with the term health psychology. The field of health psychology is focused on promoting health as well as the prevention and treatment of disease and illness. Health psychologists are interested in improving health across a wide variety of domains. These professionals not only promote health behaviors, but they also work on the prevention and treatment of illness and disease. Health psychologists often deal with health related issues such as weight management, smoking cessation, stress management, and nutrition. They might also research how people cope with illnesses and help patients look for new, more effective coping strategies. Some professionals in the field help design prevention and public awareness programs, while others work within the governmental areas to improve healthcare policies. Basically, health psychologists work with medical professionals in clinical settings to promote better health, conduct research, and teach at university. Well, friends, next branch of psychology is criminal and forensic psychology. Recently, this branch of psychology has got a lot of importance, and suddenly there is a lot of glamour that is associated to this branch. Many students now aspire to become criminal psychologists and want to study this subject to become experts in this field. Criminal psychology, also referred to as criminological psychology, is the study of the views, thoughts, intentions, actions, and reactions of criminals and all who participate in criminal behavior. Criminal psychology is related to the field of criminal anthropology. Criminal psychologists seek to understand the motivations of criminals and develop a psychological profile to understand or apprehend them. They examine individual criminal behaviors and diagnose any mental health conditions. They frequently step into the courtroom to provide expert testimony. Criminal psychology does more than provide a glimpse into the criminal's psyche. It also plays a role in how the law is applied. We also have another branch that is associated with this, which is forensic psychology. Forensic psychology is a specialty area that deals with issues related to psychology and the laws. Those who work in this field of psychology apply psychological principles to legal issues. This may involve studying criminal behavior and treatments or working directly in the court system. Forensic psychologists perform a wide variety of duties, including providing testimony in court cases, assessing children in suspected child abuse cases, preparing children to give testimony, and evaluating the mental competence of criminal suspects. This branch of psychology is defined as the intersection of psychology and the law. But forensic psychologists can perform many roles, so this definition can vary. In many cases, people working in forensic psychology are not necessarily forensic psychologists. These individuals might be clinical psychologists, school psychologists, neurologists, or counselors who lend their psychological expertise to provide testimony, analysis, or recommendation in legal or criminal cases. Forensic psychologists work in the criminal justice system. They may testify in court and may provide information about the reliability of eyewitness testimony and jury selection. Of late, criminal psychology is gaining a lot of importance, and due to various cases that are taking place nowadays and the media coverage, criminal and forensic psychology are of great interest to students. Some of our students have also completed their MA in psychology and later on joined a diploma in forensic psychology, which is available at Gujarat University, and later on they have been working in this field. The next branch of psychology is military psychology. Military psychology is the research, design, and application of psychological theories and experimentation data towards understanding, predicting, and countering behaviors either in friendly or enemy forces or civilian population that may be undesirable, threatening, or potentially dangerous to the conduct of military. Clinical and counseling military psychologists are responsible for assessing, diagnosing, and treating military personnel with mental or emotional disorders. They may be charged with trying to discover the extent of emotional trauma, for instance, and recommending a course of treatment. For individuals that serve in the armed forces, military psychologists play an important role in helping them cope with the stresses of the job both during and after their service. Thus, military psychologists are necessary to ensure veterans have the resources they need to lead a healthy and happy life. So friends, many a times these military personnel have to cope up with a lot of exhaustive conditions. Number of times they face harsh conditions, harsh environmental factors. They also go a lot of emotional and mental stress, trauma. So military psychologists work in the field where they teach these military personnel to cope up with the situations of life. So military psychologists basically apply the principles of psychology to the life of the military personnel, wherein they are well suited to their jobs, and whatever problems encountered, they must be in a situation to overcome these problems. So the role of military psychology becomes extremely important in normal conditions, and especially to prepare the military personnel in warlike situations. Now, in a country like India, where we have a vast expanse of our physical boundaries, there are different problems when it comes to the military personnel. We have watched number of programs on television about the soldiers that are deputed on the Siachen. They have to work under harsh conditions. For months together, they are isolated from their families. They remain in these conditions, and at such time, it is very important for them to have a strong willpower, endurance, persistency, and this is something where they have to have a very strong emotional balance. They need to maintain good mental health. So the military psychologists play an important role to train all these military personnels in their job settings. So friends, today we have studied some theoretical branches and some applied branches of psychology. So developmental psychology is one wherein we have studied the psychology of human beings from the womb to the tomb. We studied something on health psychology, which is concerned more about keeping our physical, mental and emotional well-being, and also to avoid illness. Then we have studied another branch of psychology, that is criminal and forensic psychology, that studies about the mental status of the criminals, why crimes occur, and how one can make efforts in the direction to avoid crimes and make corrective efforts for these criminals to improve upon their behavior. Then we have studied yet another branch of psychology, that is military psychology, which deals with the mental health of the military personnel. In the further lectures, we would be studying some more branches of psychology. I hope all of you have listened to this video carefully and are making notes on the topics discussed. Thank you for watching. In case you find this video useful, kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.